And as always, we start off with Tony and the Tony Tribune.
Whoop, whoop. So the probably the thing that kind of surprised me a little bit slash made at least for me as a Big Ten fan, I'm not necessarily a fan of this team, but we've talked about this team a lot on the show so far throughout the season. How they're like right there. They have incredible talent on their team, but it just seems like they can't put it all together. And unfortunately, they have to face some pretty big powerhouse teams in the division that they're in, and that's Maryland and Taulia Tagovailoa. Come to find out, he did kind of re-aggravate that sprained MCL, but it's nothing worse than what they thought. Luckily, he did have a knee brace on when he played that game, so that did help alleviate any potential, re-injuring of that knee any worse than what it is. So he is expected to still be able to play this season, so he's not lost. So good news that there is still a chance he could come back for the Terps, and that that he is taking care of himself a lot better, and especially now that there's a lot more, I think, awareness and a lot more focus on making sure that the athlete's health is taken care of first and foremost, and that they actually are ready to play for whenever they're scheduled to actually play again.
And it's interesting and it's great news because Maryland is just stereotyped as the group that's always going to have injuries early in the year that just kind of derail their season. Like, honestly, I know the Maryland contingent, like, it's an East Coast group, right? And they care about their pro sports more so than they care about their college. But like the Maryland football fans you'll find, if you talk with them, I mean, they sound like they have been through it. They'll just be like, you could talk with them and be like, hey, you got a couple NFL receivers. You got a great quarterback in Tagovailoa. This should be a great year. And they're like, oh, week 5, week 6, we'll have big injuries and the season's gone. Like, they're just totally
it before
numb.
It happens.
Absolutely, they do. Like, that group is hurt. Like, they have
the
been
eternal
through
pessimists.
It's something else. So no, it's great news if Tagovailoa is able to stay healthy, not just for him, but for a fan base that's kind of deserving of seeing a healthy season for once in a blue moon.